There comes a moment in life when you pause not because you're tired, but because something deep inside you is asking, is this the life I was meant to live? Maybe you've been giving your all but still feel like something's missing. Maybe your heart is heavy, your thoughts loud, and your soul quietly aching for change. You're not alone. So many of us live on autopilot, rushing, surviving, pleasing, pretending. We wait for permission to grow, to heal, to breathe. But what if that permission could come from within? Today, I'm not here to give you more noise. I'm here to offer you clarity, 10 powerful lessons that have changed lives, shifted minds, and rebuilt broken spirits. These lessons are more than just ideas. They're truths. They're wake-up calls. They're keys to unlock something greater inside you. If you feel stuck, lost, or just ready for more peace, more purpose, more meaning, then stay with me. Because the next few minutes may just open a door you didn't know was waiting for you all along. Your thoughts shape your reality. Everything starts in the mind. Think about it. Your beliefs guide your choices, and your choices create your future. If you constantly think, I'm not enough, or I'm not ready, you're writing a script of fear and limitation, and your life will follow that script. But the opposite is also true. When you begin to tell yourself, I can learn, I can grow, I can figure it out, you activate the potential that already lives within you. Your thoughts become the seeds of your actions. And when you plant seeds of courage, of belief, of persistence, the harvest will surprise you. Guard your mind like a garden. Pull out the weeds of doubt and water the soil with positive, empowering thoughts. Because when your thoughts change, your entire world begins to shift. You are not your past. Too often we carry our past like a backpack full of regrets. We replay our worst moments and let them define us. But here's the truth. You are not your past. You are what you do with it. Your past was a lesson, not a sentence. Whatever happened, the mistakes, the failures, the missed opportunities, they do not define your worth. They shaped you, yes. But they don't control you unless you let them. You can start over, right now. The next decision you make could lead to a completely different future. You don't have to be who you were. You get to choose who you become. Discomfort means growth. We all want comfort. But here's a little secret. Nothing grows in your comfort zone. Growth happens when you're stretched, when you're challenged, when things feel awkward, painful, uncertain. Think about when a seed breaks open underground. That process doesn't look pretty. It's dark, it's hard, it's pressure-filled, but it's necessary. Without it, the seed would never become the tree. If you're uncomfortable right now, don't panic. That's not failure, that's transformation. You're being prepared for the next level of your life. The more you lean into that discomfort, the more you discover your hidden strength. Gratitude changes everything. In a world that constantly tells you to want more, achieve more, be more, gratitude says, pause and notice what's already good. Gratitude doesn't mean you have to ignore your struggles. It simply means recognizing that even within the chaos, there is still light. There's still beauty. There are still people who care, chances to start over, and lessons that life is giving you. The more you focus on what you're thankful for, the more reasons you'll find to keep going. Gratitude quiets anxiety, it softens anger, and it opens the door to joy. Make it a habit, not a holiday. You teach people how to treat you. People don't just treat you based on who they are, they treat you based on what you allow. Every time you tolerate disrespect, every time you say yes when your soul is screaming no, you're teaching others that your peace is negotiable. Boundaries aren't about shutting people out, they're about protecting what matters most. And what matters most is your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to say no without guilt. Respect yourself enough to walk away from what diminishes your worth, and soon, others will follow your lead. The power of listening. In a noisy world, being a good listener is rare and powerful. So many people are desperate to be heard, not realizing that the greatest gift we can give each other is presence. Real listening isn't about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about stepping into someone else's world, even for just a moment. It's about making them feel seen and safe. And when you do this, something magical happens. Walls fall, hearts open, and trust begins to grow. Whether it's a loved one or a stranger, your ability to listen might just be the lifeline they need. Consistency beats talent. You don't have to be the smartest, the fastest, or the most gifted. You just have to keep showing up every day. Even when it's hard, even when no one's watching. Talent might give you a head start, but consistency is what gets you across the finish line. It's the small, repeated actions, the early mornings, the quiet nights, the unseen efforts that separate dreamers from doers. So stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop doubting your worth. Start now. Start small. Just don't stop. Your future self is already thanking you. Your circle matters. Look around you. Who are the people you spend the most time with? Do they uplift you, challenge you, and remind you of your strength? Or do they drain you, doubt you, and distract you? Your environment shapes your energy. If you surround yourself with small minds, your dreams will start to shrink. But if you surround yourself with growth-minded, kind-hearted people, your soul will start to expand. Choose your circle wisely. It's not about cutting people off. It's about honoring your growth. You deserve to be around people who see your light and help it shine even brighter. Let go of what you can't control. There is so much in life that's beyond your control, other people's actions, the past, the future, even some outcomes. And yet, we exhaust ourselves trying to control it all. Let go. Not because you're weak, but because you're wise enough to realize that peace comes from surrender. Focus on what's in your hands, your choices, your attitude, your effort. Life is like a river. You can't stop the current, but you can learn to float, and when you do, you'll discover a calm that chaos can't touch. You're stronger than you think. You've been through storms you thought would drown you, and yet you're still here, breathing, fighting, growing. That's strength, not perfection, not always being okay, but choosing to keep going anyway. You might not see your strength when you're in the middle of the struggle, but one day, you'll look back and realize you were always braver than you gave yourself credit for. So if today feels heavy, remember this: you have survived 100% of your hardest days. You are capable. You are resilient. And the world needs your voice, your story, your light. Don't give up. So, dear friends, maybe some of these lessons stirred something in you, a forgotten dream, a buried strength, a quiet truth you've been afraid to face. If so, good. That means you're alive. That means something inside you is still reaching for more. Life isn't about being perfect. It's not about getting everything right. It's about becoming more honest, more awake, more you. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too far gone. You are still becoming, still learning, still growing. So take these lessons with you, not as pressure, but as permission. Permission to let go. Permission to rise. Permission to live on purpose. The next chapter of your life doesn't have to look like the last. And maybe, just maybe, your best days haven't happened yet. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening with your heart. And if this message meant something to you, share it. Because someone else out there is waiting to hear these words too. Until next time, stay brave, stay kind, stay becoming. See you in my next video.